今日も冒険頑張るのだ。気をつけていくんだぞ。準備する。
ルルルルルルルルルルナ。
Alright, Chris. Let's start killing some monsters. So Issue told me in DMs, make sure not to whiff, and I'm really curious what happens.
This is kind of bad, actually.
Itself back on automatically. Ah, God. Oh my God! They like dissolve! Holy shit, that Rooted is fucking dead! You guys have heard of Snowgrave, now get ready for fucking Envy Disintegrate Beam! Hiya! I'm just a normal person. You're about to not be a person at all. Oh, great. Fucking around, we're all saying. Dad? Ew! I like how Ralsei is just like, yeah, all of them. Patch blocked the way. Prepare thyself! Shut up, Lancer. Dude, it looks so cool. The unused death animation is really just like the well, I guess it's not unused anymore, but you know what I mean. I did do something with Jebel. I was planning on fighting him anyway, for content. Is it just me, or does the death animation look like Gaxter? Toby, can you release Chapter 3? They're starting to get a little riled up. Toby, you need to drop Chapter 3, bro. These people need something. Hello. I'm sorry, little one. Thank God! No! Barry! Hang in there, Barry! Sorry to tell you, Jigsaw, but Barry's fucking dead, bro. This guy's Deltarune! Just long live the guy who pays us. There's no money in heaven, Rudin, don't worry. I'll skip this. I forgot these encounters existed. But we gotta kill them all. That's like Pokemon, right? Dad! You have no idea how satisfying that felt. Listen, you don't understand as a speedrunner of this game the level of pain that boss has inflicted upon me over the years. Fucker had it coming. Jump scare! And guess what? You're dead. Hey, you attacked me. That's your fault. This is self-defense. I felt threatened, exactly. Yes! He's got the beast movement, though! Hey, so we gotta fight a boss here. Does anybody remember this guy's name? Anybody remember? Clover! Hey! That's my name. No stealing. I could fight these Bloxers, but I could also do this. Bozo. I don't want to wait for you to move out of the way. Oh, let's just breathe. Never mind, this might take a while. Whatever. You deserve it. Die. You deserve everything. There will be no mercy. The rats must be.
Oh yes.
This is like the ending of Mice and Men. Except in reverse. Instead of killing Lenny, we're killing the rabbits.
Bruh, sneak attack even at max level fucking
the
sucks.
most illustrious battle tank there is. You know, this kind of reminds you know that one episode of Jimmy Neutron where Jimmy's dad has to make the toys for the company and then he turns them and Jimmy makes them super good and then ends with the giant fucking tank with the toy head on it. Oh, by the way, I want to show this off. I'm not sure if a lot of people know about this, but if you go back into this room in reverse and Bird will chase you here and you drop him and then you can run after him. He's still active. Run after him, catch him.
What the hell is this?
And you get $40 for the fake Star Walker. These birds are pissing! Now, I could skip this Bloxer, but I do want to kill Bloxer. Come here, bud. Friend! Dead! That's fine. Two bad guys blocked the way. Sorry, Lancer. Ow! Hey, that's enough already! You hit him anymore, you might really hurt him. Lance, are you okay? I'm fine, Toothy. My insides are just a little mixed up. Alright, fine. You guys win. What would have happened if you shot Susie? Why don't we find out? Oof. She's dead! Lance is riding it out. Lance is doing what? call me Lancer the way I'd be riding it. Huh? What do you mean by that? Guys, it's the moss. Life cannot exist without consuming. Even the moss drinks water, perpetuating the cycle of existence. You ate the moss. Taste mossed. Your HP was mossed out. Yo, guys, now our attack goes up from, So our attack goes up from 1,000,000,009 to 1,000,000,010. This jail is okay. Now that those bozos have left the elevator, go down to Jimble by myself. Yes, I'm free of them. Fuck, they know how to teleport. God damn it, I didn't account for that. Hey. Oh, don't worry, your time will come soon. I'm gonna edge that rooted ranger a little bit. All right. When your HP drops to 0, you lose. So that's the kind of game you want to play, huh? Then I can warn you. You deal with a couple of sharks. Shark to shark! I wouldn't have it any other way! Now, let the games begin! Alright, fair enough. Games begin! Alright, fair enough. He dodged it! Ah. What's this music, Mom? Wait, the fuck is this J-Easy? Stop. Jack, can you believe we beat Jebel so easily? I mean, that was crazy, right? Alright, buddy. I've kept you waiting long enough. Dad! There will be no mercy for your
B3's
time.
team is the weakest link, but that's just because of the fact that Abelis with them.
Watch this clip here.
Kinda sucks.
I'm too fucking good. That fools! I'm fucking cheese! Nobody can stop it! I'm this. Oh. Yes. Yes. Yeah. There will be no mercy for you blue bastards. Casters, babe. Enough, worms. Here it comes. Again. You won! Why?
That did not work how I expected it would.
Rule's just like, oh shit, they're packing a heat. Time for me to make my list. What's the best? Nice. I see. You're much stronger than I expected. The power of the 9mm, so true. Hey everybody, look at the pixel on the left side of the screen. Everybody look at the dead pixels, and it's so fucking funny. No, the dead pixel's gone, we need it back. I really like how they tried to patch that out and then said, wait, it's way funnier if it's in, and then left it in. Like, the fact that it's just right next to Susie right now is so funny. And then fucking Fred was just like, what if we put it in the Chapter 2 boss arena? It better be in every chapter. That shit's hilarious. Just like getting in more ridiculous locations. Just to troll me. Oh shit, he's white! Dude, we gotta get out of here. It's over. There's no more fights. It's over. It's a yellow, poorly drawn picture of a green turtle. Signed, Alvin. Alvin's the night, he's 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 the night, Alvin's the night, he's the night, he's the night, he's the night. Oh yeah, now that I can check. Oh, it's just a pencil. Damn, what kind of pencil is that? Well, looks like we're gonna have to wrap it up, so let's just go ahead and get straight to the SADS! And thanks again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Again, if you'd like to download the game and get a bunch of free stuff, make sure to use the link in the description of the video or scan the QR code on screen.
Shit.
の技受けられる？援護してあげる。
It's gonna take too long. This team is not meant for fighting bosses, or for fighting much of anything, period.
あ、また来たな。
It's way too weak.
どこにしまったかな。気をつけていくんだぞ。おお、何を売るのじゃ。さてさて、何のご用かの。
Somehow the biggest damage contributor here is frickin' Bailey.
銭を貯めたらまた来るのだぞ。
どうしたのかね。どうぞ。どうぞ。
Maybe War Magus would have worked a little better. Since this team specializes in doling out so much status effects.
誰を呼びますか？ どうぞ。
What can I do to make this better? I think V3 should be replaced. All of the most TP hungry people should go here. I think that's like the winning team. So V3 can stay. Maybe I can keep the backline pugilist. What were their names again? Alma. This resonance fist will still work fine.
「誰を呼びますか?」
This works out better in my opinion. Double L and Tundra at the top of Yin and Yang.
「登録ですね」
I'm not a fan of there being two harbingers.
He was described on multiple accounts as being incredibly clever and wise. Keep this in mind for later. It's said that that was how he was able to construct his circlet. An unknown time after entering the Mare Javari, the Lava Walker came into contact with the Phoenix and plucked one of its feathers. He then wore the feather and remained within the Mare Javari, and from there, it's said, since then, people often hear cries coming from the Mare Javari. No one knows if they are the song of the bird or the sighs of the Lava Walker. What's important to note is that A, the Phoenix is never mentioned again after this passage, and B, the people outside the Mare Javari became unable to distinguish the sound of the Phoenix and the Lava Walker, which is really curious considering how the Lava Walker was likely a normal person. I believe that the phoenix somehow merged with the lava walker when he received its feather. I'll touch on what I think caused this in just a little bit, but I did come to this conclusion because throughout the remainder of the lava walker set, as I said before, there's no more mention of the phoenix, and the lava walker went on to live an unnaturally long life. This is highlighted in the Sans piece description, talking about how he desperately tried to keep track of time, but it just endlessly flowed forward. Saying, sadly, though the lava walker did not fear the scorching flames of the Mare Javari, could not quench the torturing flames of time. The anguish of being left alone without the disciples and family he held so dear burned away at his soul more than any flames could ever scorch his flesh. With these lines paired with the casual mention of him spending, quote, another 100 years living as a hermit, implying he spent at least 100 years prior crossing the Mare Javari, it's definitely made clear that this man's lifespan was unnaturally increased, definitely pointing towards some manner of blessing or curse being put on him. Okay, the last details I want to bring up before getting back to Bennett are the Goblet and Flower Piece stories. It once again talks about the incredible ideas and wisdom of the Lava Walker, and describes him as having a grand epiphany before setting off on his final journey. He ventures outside and tells the people about a flower that blooms in the flames. When they follow the light of the flower to the edge of the Mare Javari, it is said that the Lava Walker had vanished. So what does all of this mean, and what does it have to do with Bennett? In Bennett's character story 2, it tells the story of how he was found as a baby, when an adventurer made his way through a treacherous domain, most likely the Mare Javari, and arrived at the end covered in horrible burns. All he found there was a lonely baby who seemed to have been abandoned by the world itself. He considered baby Bennett to be his treasure for making it through the domain, and took him back to Mondstadt, where he eventually died of his wounds and left baby Bennett to the Adventurers Guild. So here's how my theory ties together. The Phoenix took the Pyronosis to the Mare Javari for safekeeping. The apparently very wise and intelligent Lava Walker safely entered the domain, met the Phoenix, and received its blessing. From then on, the sounds of the Phoenix and the Lava Walker became indistinguishable to the people who could hear sounds coming from outside, possibly due to them somehow merging. After at least 200 years...
Ooh, Shogun could work. Ninja for beheading would be funny. A frontliner ninja is pretty funny. Ninja purely for beheading. Maybe double might be funny. And I guess status attack up extra would be cool too. Mystic Calm is also gonna be useful. Shogun means I don't have to deal with the fact that she is kind of terrible at dealing damage. Second sword gives us more defense for her.
Gusto na bang mo na gagamitin?
Dunno.
Baba ko na to? Baba ko na?
Sure.
In the Mare Javari, the Lava Walker has an epiphany, which is not shared with the audience. But what we do know is that he brought the attention of fireflies to the people outside as a symbol.
I guess it's a question of whether everyone else deals enough damage. Which, I don't think so. Ralxa kinda sucks. Alma's literally just another pugilist. I'll just have 2 ninja pugilists.
2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists. 2 ninja pugilists.
どうしますか？わかりました。
his life and then vanished afterwards. Then, sometime following, baby Bennett was found all alone at the end of that treacherous domain. The most likely case for baby Bennett being there all alone and unscathed is for him to be the rebirth of the Lava Walker in Phoenix, unknowingly harboring the Pyronosis within. He was then taken home to Mondstadt by the adventurer, where he grows up with comically terrible luck, which, as I mentioned in the beginning, is likely caused by the disastrous misfortune a Gnosis brings to its keeper. Outside the info from Skirk, the Lava Walker set, and Benny's character stories, there are a few other bits of info and lore that can point towards this overall theory. So I'll explain those and the second half of my theory. From here, I'm going to be looking at Travail and the description of the Agnatus Agate gemstone. In the 2020 Travail Trail, most of the titles of quest lines in each Archon quest are listed as they preview each nation, alongside a short description from the plotline by Dainsleif. In the segment that focuses on Nadlan, we see the title Incandescent Ode of Resurrection. Below it is an in-game script that translates into this Latin phrase, which in English is "Rise, O strong man, and go to your destined victory." While these texts are shown, Dainsleif can be heard saying, "The rules of war are woven in the womb. The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash." When the god of war shares this secret with the traveler, it is because she has her reasons. In the original Chinese text, this line is said in a way akin to, "The losers are reduced to embers, while the victors are reignited in those embers." It carries more of a "the loser falls and the winner is reborn from them" kind of feel, which could be the case of what happened with the Lava Walker in Phoenix and could explain how it is that they merged. In the Agnatus Agate Gemstone tab, we have this description that reads, "A pilgrimage for a wish, a battle to earn a name, burnt to cinders for a dream. If the intention yet remains, achieved redacted's truth he has." All of these gemstones are narrated by their respective archons, and each
Fearless
gives a really vague hint at something related to their
Yeah,
story.
fuck it.
This one
It's funny.
is pretty tough because it's worded so strangely, so the redacted bit could potentially be anything from some Celestia or Hexenzirkel related name, the Phoenix's name, or even the Pyro Archon's name. It's pretty unclear and there isn't really much to go on, but what is fascinating about this particular gemstone is that it's the only one that is talking about a separate and distinct individual from the Archon the entire time. And also, it's specifically referring to a man. I would have naturally assumed the character mentioned was the Natlan Travail character.
Pronoun game,
So who is the Pyro Archon talking about here? My assumption is that Strong Man and the Gemstone guy are two different people, and I'll explain why. So with the gemstone description, you can nicely fit the Lava Walker into the mold. It could be argued that the people outside the Mare Javari revered the Phoenix partly for its resilience to the flames, thanks to fire being so deeply important to Natlan culture, as every nation values their respective element. Wishing to conquer such limitations and stand on equal grounds with the Phoenix in the fires of the Mare Javari, the Lava Walker crafted the circlet, which led to the people around him growing jealous and afraid. Following the description of the gemstone, pilgrimage could have been his journey through the Mare Javari to find the Phoenix, with his wish being to conquer the flames, to face the Phoenix, or both. The mentioned battle could either be a physical one between himself and the Phoenix, or a more metaphorical battle of his pilgrimage through the fire. The Phoenix's dream coincided with the protection of the Pyronosis, and it ultimately believed the Lava Walker to be worthy of receiving it in some form. Considering the wisdom and intelligence frequently told of the Lava Walker, I assume the two were in on the Phoenix's plan, with the Lava Walker doing everything he could over the next few hundred years to bring this plan to fruition. So, in the end of the Lava Walker's journey, they were both turned to cinders for the sake of their dream. If the intention yet remains, achieved redacted's truth he has. Assuming the redacted name is the Phoenix, the Pyro Archon may have said this line hoping that the Phoenix's intentions persisted in the new rebirth. Rise, O strong man, and go to your destined victory. This line comes across as the climax of the Archon quest, with someone rising up, maybe even from the flames, and winning the massive war over Natlan. O strong man, rising to achieve his destined victory, could be Capitano, known as the strongest man in the world, who is said to have thrown himself into the war of Natlan. If the intention yet remains, achieved the Phoenix's truth he has. If the Phoenix took the Pyronosis for safekeeping, what reason would the Pyro Archon have to give it away? While I believe she gave away the Gnosis to allow for a fair war for all, whether or not the Gnosis's absence is shared knowledge with the people of Natlan, I'm not so sure. I don't even know if common people know what a Gnosis is. A human throwing themselves into a war with other human beings is one thing, but assuming that the people of Natlan actually do know what a Gnosis is, imagine a human coming to the final battle and facing the Gnosis-wielding god of war and Archon of fire. It's just not something I can imagine most people would willingly do. But maybe that's the point. Similar to the normal human lava walker, using his wit to create a way to allow him to enter the fires of the Mare Javari and face the Phoenix, who would be more worthy of taking on the Pyro Archon, and in turn, maybe taking her place as leader of Natlan, than someone who believed themselves to be capable of actually winning against all odds. The Phoenix bore a dream and shared a truth, that O strong man is destined to victory. If the intent of the Phoenix and Lava Walker still remains, then maybe the Gnosis was hidden away so well so that nobody, not even the Pyro Archon, could find it if they wanted. And ultimately, it would be up to that unknowing custodian to find their way back and return the Gnosis to whoever earned it. So, to tie everything together, here's what I'm thinking. The Phoenix had a dream of the winner of the Great War in Natlan. It shared this info with the Pyro Archon, who keeps this secret and entrusts the Phoenix with the Gnosis to avoid misfortune and to bring fairness to her beloved war. The Lava Walker later receives the blessing of the Phoenix, with both of them being reborn as Bennett in the Mare Javari, where he's taken back to Mondstadt, unknowingly harboring the Pyronosis and bringing him crazy misfortune. In Natlan, the people are in a massive war which the Fatui Harbinger Capitano, known as the strongest man in the world, has also entered. The Phoenix's dream and spoken truth will come to pass, with Capitano rising up and winning the war. If the original intentions of the Gnosis Keepers remains, Bennett will return to the victor, carrying the Pyronosis to be passed on to its new owner, freeing Bennett from his bad luck and giving the Fatui yet another Gnosis. So that's the end of my theorizing, but I do want to touch on some more lore that further makes me trust the idea that Bennett is holding the Pyronosis and is connected with the Phoenix and Lava Walker. Firstly is the name of his constellation and his C6. Titled Rota
classes that can do dashing.
Name translates to Wheel of Misfortune.
Like a medic, which we already have one of those. War Magus kind of fucking sucks.
Phoenix in an endless cycle of disaster, or Wheel of Misfortune, while carrying and protecting the Gnosis. This cyclical concept revolving around Bennett's misfortune also feels like it could be a nod to the cycles of rebirth in a phoenix. Furthermore, his C6 is titled Fire Ventures With Me, and it buffs Pyro and grants the power of Pyro to the people around him with close-range weapons. While elemental imbues are also seen in Chongyun and Candace, and you could argue that maybe it's just a normal ability for vision wielders, I find the title particularly fascinating. It's worded in such a way that it doesn't come off as, I'm bringing fire wherever I go, but rather the fire as a separate, independent entity is traveling with Bennett. Fire ventures with me, like how you could say Cleve ventures with me. It's worded in a way that is separate from Bennett, and I feel that it could point back to him carrying the Pyronosis and the Phoenix within him. Common associations with Phoenixes are fire, rebirth, and healing. And while Bennett's kit doesn't focus on revival, his ult,
this team doesn't have any piercing,
has a pretty strong healing factor to it. And funny enough, his ult
what about a ninja frickin'
stands in it without burning them, which feels kind of reminiscent of Lava Walker. Then
that sounds like
with
fun.
This massive strength boost that comes from his Circle of Fire, it may be a nod to the Pyronosis granting strength. Another fun detail is Bennett's Windbloom love poem from the first Windbloom event. He wrote, "You and the Mare Javari, so close and yet so far, one at the edge of the world, the other in the center of my heart. Fuck and Dandelion, my Windbloom offering to you."
Ninja Highlander.
This one's poem came out was that it was for his fathers. There are a few big details about it that make me just want to pick it apart. After all, one of the other poems we read during this event was a huge lore drop that Kaya spoke Hilichurlian. We already knew he was associated with Conria, but if memory serves, it was one of the first event-related lore drops that Conria and the Hilichurls were connected. So that said, maybe there was some deeper hidden lore meaning in Bennett's poem, or maybe not. But either way, the main points I want to touch on are in lines 1 and 4. It starts by mentioning this unknown view with the Mare Javari, which is likely the place of his birth. He carries fragments of the Mare Javari in him eternally, and while that place is on the other side of the world for Mondstadters, it is also right inside of him, carrying the Phoenix, the Lava Walker, and the Pyronosis. He specifically
Wow.
mentions it being in the center of his heart. And where do the Fatui Harbingers reach when they're trying to steal a Gnosis from the Archons? Somewhere in the chest. In Scaramouche's teaser, he even commented on losing the Gnosis, saying, "Once more, I have lost my heart." And funny enough, in the original Chinese, the Gnosis is called the Heart of God. This mention of something related to the Mare Javari being in the center of Bennett's heart could be a fun nod to him harboring the Gnosis within. So that said, you could say Bennett's love poem was just comparing his love for adventure and his love for being home with family and friends as two equally powerful yet contrary feelings, but I can't help but feel amused by the potential connections the poem could have with my theory. Anyway, if you made it to the end, thanks for listening to my rambling, and I hope you found this as amusing as I did. Also, please don't share any leaks in the comments. I heard that there were some big Natlan leaks just the other week, and I don't want to know them, even if they're relevant to this topic. Anyway, please know that these theories on Bennett and Natlan are all just for fun. I've played Genshin since release, and I've had so many theories on the lore, all of which I was confidently and completely incorrect about. While I may not
Nice.
be right about this one, I just love theories that have some sort of tie-in with existing lore, even if they seem super far-fetched. So whether this theory is right or wrong, only time will tell, but what I can share is this very situationally appropriate and accurate line from the lyrics of the Scaramouche boss theme.
何にするの？どうするのじゃ？
Anyone want a Ramphea?
銭を貯めたらまた来るのだぞ。そろそろ来ると思ってたぞ。どこにしまったかな。なんだっけ。みんな頑張れよ。お主たちか。冷やかしは許さぬぞ。家事をするんじゃな。何にするのじゃ。装備を変えるのかや。装備を変えるのかや。何にするのじゃ。さてさて、何の御用かの。 家事をするんじゃな。さてさて、何のご用かの。
Alright, so most of the attack skills are pretty worthless since they all need a shield, a spear. But that's not what we're after. Oh, Black Sabbath is untyped. That's interesting.
Oh. Oh. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Wait, I just realized. Yes, I can take advantage of... She's using a fucking spear. I'm a fucking idiot.
Ah. 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 Ah.
You never know.
Ah.
Why the hell do you have so much attack?
毎度ありじゃあ。また来たな。はいはい。朝までお休みだね。みんな頑張れよ。
Let's try them out.
どうしたのかね。誰を呼びますか。
There's also this new team, but that'll have to wait.
いってらっしゃい。
Oh, she can't blind. Dun, 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 dun. Hell yeah. Whoops, I meant to go up. It's all worthless dead ends.
うん
Take it. She communicates in sign language. Semi-sign language, because Ralph says mute. Liana, please. Ralph is the voice of reason. Cool. Alright, for once Liana being a stupid idiot who doesn't think things through paid off for her. Hooray. Well done. It's these two again. Oh, she's saying go to hell in the most thick Japanese accent ever. That's okay. It's kind of funny. No!
こちらですわ。殲滅するぞ。ダンスタイムだ。
I need to pay attention to healing more. I thought I could get away with ignoring the healing. Oh. Okay.